Of all people, Becky Lynch helped Seth Rollins leave Paris. Still, World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns leaves Paris on a stretcher. John Cena and Logan Paul deliver another John Cena classic. Rusev is on the show. This is the Clash in Paris recap, a WWE and Fanatics original production. Oh, Megan. You have to be ear to ear about this one, of all things to happen. Seth Rollins, and man, do I love, welcome to the recap. I love a show where the story of the main event is kind of told throughout the night. Of course, the opening match, which we'll get to, all the Roman stuff had so much to do with where we were going to go in the main event. The Braun Breaker, the Bronson Reed, the Paul Heyman, even the Jey Uso. So many elements all over the place. Throughout the evening, Adam Pearce trying to figure out what we were going to do. Is Jey Uso going to make the match? Yes, Jey Uso is going to do the match. He's going to do it for his cousin. They're having this aggressive match. Jackie Redmond's talking to Seth Rollins. You got to do this on your own, Seth? Can you even do it on your own? Of course I can do it on my own. I'm Seth Rollins. And then at that last minute, of all things to happen, a classic quadruple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. Once again, CM Punk thinks that he has the story ended. CM Punk has Seth Rollins perilously perched on his shoulders. And he says, go, 2, and then boom, forearm to the nards. Who is that masked superstar? Who is that masked man? The masked man turns out to be the man. Because when the vision isn't there, you got to go to your family. When your friends have left your side, who's there for you? Your family. Becky Lynch, who has been breadcrumbing this, if you ask me. Becky Lynch, who has been talking about this mystery hot husband of hers. She keeps bringing up this hot husband, this hot American husband. I'm thinking, who is this guy? And boom, we got our answer. At least I hope we do, based on how they were behaving. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch delivers the World Heavyweight Championship to Seth Rollins on a silver platter. Seth follows up that low blow with a stomp right to the steel chair for CM Punk. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is champion. And Megan Morant, I ask you, for the close of Clash in Paris, how did it feel to see Seth Rollins standing firm, but behind every great man is a greater woman? True or false?
That's true.
Seth Rollins standing firm with that World Heavyweight Championship, and who was by his side but the man, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, earlier in the evening, successful against Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch. What did you make of it?
It felt unbelievably amazing. You know, Seth Rollins is the whole package. He is the present. He is the World Heavyweight Champion. But he always looks so cool, right? The outfits, the music, whatever he's doing, Seth makes look cool.
Yeah.
What makes him look even cooler?
Right.
Having Becky Lynch by his side.
Right.
Right?
Okay, so it's almost like, for you, it's almost like, you can judge a lot by a man by his partner.
That's correct. And this idea has been tossed around, not recently, right? But the idea of, Becky and Seth, we'd like to see them together. Maybe not recently, but we've seen it before, and I didn't like it. I didn't like when Becky and Seth were together before, outside of the ring.
Back in the
I
day.
love that.
You're
Back
talking
in the
about
day.
back in the day when they're both, sparkly, smiled, good guys.
That's right.
That were just there sitting on top, right around I guess post WrestleMania 35.
That's right.
Right.
And I didn't like it.
Too wholesome.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
And there was part of me that said, I love Becky. I love Seth. I like that they're married. I like that they have a happy family. But when it comes to business, I like the man by herself. And I like Seth, the visionary, by himself.
Right.
But when I saw it happen tonight, I said, this feels different. This feels a lot different. And I think I like this.
Felt good.
It did.
It felt like it, and I mean, it was a weird thing because I think I speak for a lot of people. I deal in the business of wild speculation, and we talk, we speculate, and this didn't come up.
No, nobody was talking right now about, I want to see Becky and Seth as a tag team. I want to see Becky join the Vision. That conversation was not coming up.
Maybe in the very beginning of the Vision, could Becky Lynch join the Vision? Nah, I don't think Becky Lynch joined the Vision. But I mean, specifically tonight, when it was like, okay, this is how we've set this up. Paul Heyman is in the hospital, which, by the way, if Paul Heyman is in the same hospital as Roman Reigns, that feels like a horror movie. You know what I mean? That it feels
we should
a little.
Check in on that.
Yeah, like Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Like, let's make sure we keep them separated. And then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker gone from the building.
I thought, okay, gone from the building. I watch Raw every week. I know how Adam Pearce runs this show.
You don't think
sometimes gone from the building doesn't exactly mean gone from the building.
So you thought but he said suspension, indefinite, without pay. That's a long, indefinite. I mean, no paycheck. Still under contract. You can't go elsewhere. You're suspended. You're not fired. That's bad news.
I mean, Seth could, wet the beak of his guys.
Seth's now got to cover the income. What is this, the writer's strike?
I mean, maybe if he's helping him out, right?
I mean, I don't know. Seth's got a kid to put through college. I don't know if
It is interesting, too, because Becky has said on record that she was an unwilling participant in the ruse of the century, which is obviously when Seth Rollins faked this knee injury. Unwilling participant.
Guess what? I think she lied.
She did.
I think that was a lie that she made.
And I bought it.
I think she made a lie when she said that.
Yeah.
I think that she was actually a very willing participant in the ruse of the century. You talking about Seth Rollins faking that knee injury and limping around with his family, walking up and down the streets with crutches and
Becky was posting pictures of it. Unwilling participant.
I think very willing participant. I think fully in on the ruse participant. Now, I mean, I have so many questions coming out of this, but I'll say this. And there's a lot to discuss about the match, but I mean, the headline here is everything going on with Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins just has this way of like ending these massive premium live events. And people want to say whatever they want about Seth Rollins. He's not Roman Reigns. He's not this one. He's not this. Why is it that after all of these major premium live events, who are we left talking about?
Seth Rollins.
After WrestleMania, who are we left talking about?
Seth Rollins.
After SummerSlam, yeah, night one.
Seth Rollins.
Who are we left talking about? After Clash in Paris, who are we left talking about?
Becky Lynch and her hot husband, Seth Rollins.
There it is. He's in there. But what I'm saying is that Seth Rollins has just developed this ability to keep everyone on their toes and to keep this exact conversation going and going and going. It's a remarkable thing that he's pulled off. I guess one of the things that occurred to me kind of immediately is I'm watching this and I felt exactly the same way as you. I said on paper, I might have said, I don't know, Becky's got a great thing going on. Seth has a great thing going on. Let those great things happen. But then I saw it. And I saw Becky, who at one point, I mean, she herself has brought up that people called her Becky Hogan. And when she's air guitaring the belt like Hollywood, I go, I don't know. There's something going on here. When Seth is holding up that title and Becky is just like, she almost had this like mastermind energy.
Mm-hmm.
I
agree with that.
I like this. When Becky is sitting there going like, no, I did this because, yeah, I'm the man. But also, even more than I think I'm the man, I think he's the man. I think he's the man so much that I married him. And I gave him a child. That's how much I think that guy is the man. And I think if anybody thinks otherwise, they're sorely mistaken. And you know what? Maybe it's time that I use all my powers. Maybe if Seth doesn't have his people by his side, maybe he's got to be reminded that he's got his person by his side.
I mean, think about the people that Seth has by his side at the moment, right? It's
Right.
like the future in Braun Breaker,
Right.
a destroyer in Bronson Reed. I mean, we saw the tsunamis that put Roman Reigns on a stretcher, and we will talk about that.
Yeah, 100%.
The mastermind, the oracle in Paul Heyman,
Well, that's my question.
and
Mhm.
the greatest women's wrestler in the history of wrestling. Not just Becky saying it, not just Megan Morant saying
Who
it.
else said it?
Sports Illustrated
Oh, I
is
didn't
saying
see
it.
that.
Becky Lynch, and she makes Seth even more unstoppable.
No, okay, but let's get beneath that, okay? Because we're here. We're here. We can discuss this.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman likes to control. Paul Heyman, when he was beside Roman Reigns, it was very, I mean, everybody, it's the whole story was that it wasn't just Paul Heyman was Roman's on-screen manager guy.
Mhm.
Paul Heyman was Roman's guy. On-screen, off-screen, you want to make travel, you want to be at ringside for a match, it's all one thing. And this is how Paul Heyman, we've heard and learned, has operated. Paul Heyman likes to have complete control over the situation that he's in. And that's why he's been so successful as long as he's been successful for. And I think Paul Heyman has complete control to an extent over Bronson Reed. And I think Paul Heyman has complete control to an extent over Braun Breaker. Is there any part of you, and we discussed this,
Mhm.
Paul Heyman has said more than once that he misses Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman, in trying to save his own skin, said, Roman, I acknowledge you. Here, take the shoes, right?
Yeah.
What do you, if you're Seth Rollins and you're watching that, aren't you going like, who is this guy? Like,
Of course.
is this my guy? If I'm sitting there, right, Megan, you're looking at me going, yeah, that's my guy I do the podcast with. And then you just watch me. I'm talking to someone else going like, no, I would love to do a podcast with you. And you're like, yo, Sam, what do you even, what? Like, aren't we, you know what I'm saying? And so then I go like, okay, so on two levels here. Seth is smart. He sees all.
Mhm.
One person is saying, no, I got your back. I got your back. I'm not sure. That might be self-interested. They might be working in self-interest. Another person is like, no, they'll give me the United States government can give me a contract. And I pledge to be by your side for the rest of my life. And if not, there are legal consequences. That's the person that you trust. So even beyond if I'm Seth Rollins, now if I'm Paul Heyman and I wake up from the slumber that Roman Reigns put me in and I turn on Peacock or whatever they got in France, Netflix, I guess.
think it's Netflix.
Probably Netflix. And I see Seth and Becky there together. If you're Paul Heyman and you want to be Seth Rollins' person, how do you compete with Becky Lynch?
You can't.
Isn't that
It's
a problem?
impossible.
Could that be a problem?
Massive problem.
Okay, that's interesting.
But I also think Seth has a reason for doing this.
100%. This isn't on Seth.
When Paul Heyman is not trying to hide the fact that he still loves Roman Reigns, he said that on Monday Night Raw. I miss you, my tribal chief.
said
I
that.
love you, my tribal chief.
Is it a mind game? Don't know, but he said it. If you're Paul Heyman, are you looking at this going like, oh, this is bad? Or are you looking at this going like, okay, I see what's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
If we can fold Becky Lynch into this group, all the better. Or are you going like, we have to stop this. I have to be the guy.
And then there's the question, has Becky Lynch's involvement ever been brought up in conversation with Paul Heyman before?
That's a great question. Maybe this is something that was all from the beginning. Hey, don't worry. Remember, there's always a plan B.
Always a plan B, especially when it comes to Seth. Have to have a plan B.
What if this was plan B? We thought the briefcase was plan B. What if plan B was B for
Becky?
Oh, come
Oh, I think
on.
we just figured it out.
What if Becky was always plan B?
I think she might have been.
Like, it's like, don't worry about it. Adam
we have
Pearce
plan
you,
B.
Yeah, you could throw whoever you want out of the building. We got plan B, plan BL.
Plan Bex. That's right.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, there's a million different directions this could go in.
Mhm.
If Heyman wasn't involved, I think Heyman's in trouble. If this was plan B from the beginning, Heyman is on easy street.
Well, make no mistake about it. we're not going to know because whether Heyman was involved or not. Oh, I knew.
That's true.
Heyman, he's
That's
going
true.
to say he knew.
That's a great point.
Right?
That's a great point.
Because he's the guy.
He's Heyman.
He's a survivor.
He's a survivor. That's a great point. That's a great point. Yes. Now, do you think that see, now all of a sudden I'm going see, I was coming off of this going, well, clearly we've got a potential Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella return match.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And then I've been getting texts right now that apparently during the post show, people there was a sign about bringing AJ Lee back, and Punk said something about the sign, so now that's circulating around.
That's right there too.
Yeah.
But Seth and Becky at this point, they're both at this evil mastermind level. You know what I mean? They're both in 3D chess mode. Did you hear Seth Rollins earlier in the match putting his hand in LA Knight's face, going, claiming that he was a god, claiming they don't care about LA Knight, which, by the way, I don't think that's true.
And then also telling CM Punk that he never wants him to be in the ring ever again.
Right. I don't want you to wrestle.
You.
I hate you. I want this to be over for you. I want you out of the company. I want you out of the sport.
I want you out of this world, pretty
Right,
much. It
right.
felt like
100%.
when he grabbed that chair.
100%. Stomped him into a steel chair. By the way, CM Punk kicking out of a stomp. That was pretty massive. So, okay, elsewhere in this match, you had Jey Uso, more aggressive than maybe we've ever seen him.
Especially right from the bat, right? So you see LA Knight, you see Jey Uso, you see CM Punk, and they're all going after Rollins.
Yes.
And it seems like, okay, they're all on the same page. They're going to attack Seth and get the better of Seth. And it worked for a little bit until Jey.
Right, was like, no, I'm just going to kick you in the face.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to Punk right in the face.
Right. Yeah, I mean, fine, we're friends. I'm here to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman put a fire in him, and it's really interesting that after all the time of Roman and his, what some would classify as toxic leadership, putting Jey through everything that he put Jey through, just coming to him and going, hey, man, this is just my advice, but take it or leave it. That lit the fire on. That's what lit the fire under Jey Uso.
And I was kind of wondering, I mean, you'll know better than I will, but Roman gives him that talk on Raw, right?
Yeah.
And then in the first match, Roman's match against Bronson Reed, Jey comes out to help Roman. Do you think there's any part of Roman that's like, dude, worry about yourself. I gave you this advice.
I don't know. I feel, I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
Because it was great to see Jey helping his cousin.
But maybe that's the reason Jey lost the match.
Could be.
Because he walked in with injured ribs.
Yeah.
So it's but I mean, if I'm getting stretchered out, I'm kind of looking at my cousin going, I mean, a little bit of help would have been nice. You know what I mean? If I'm getting attacked by two dudes.
Listen, you took my advice, but did you have to take it that far?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And I want to talk about the opening match. But first, I also want to mention that if you enjoyed Clash in Paris, and I'm sure that you did, we all did.
Great.
If you enjoyed it, then you can celebrate the moments with official event gear and superstar t-shirts that are available now on WWE Shop and Fanatics. There's a whole new LA Knight collection. I think LA Knight came alive in that Fatal 4-Way match. I think he got so much onslaught on his opponents that there was this okay, he walked in, the only person who had never been the World Heavyweight Champion, and all of a sudden you felt like he could be World Heavyweight Champion. If Jey Uso hadn't have stopped him, he may have put that elbow through Seth Rollins through that table, and it could have been a different scenario. The entire new LA Knight collection is here. Shop the With Everybody Saying collection now at WWE Shop and Fanatics. Yeah, or as the French say,
oui.
Yes. So, we open the night with Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. And first of all, shout out to the amazing Clash in Paris set. Took me back to the days of my youth when a lot of the sets for premium live events were themed around the specific event. See that big, giant, light-up Eiffel Tower that everybody walked under. Thought was really, really cool. WWE Superstar Jelly Roll just chilling in the front row. That's here's the thing. There's a few of us that do this, okay? And I say us. Here's why. Not that many people will go like, yeah, I just wrestled in one of the top matches at the last PLE, but I love wrestling. So I'm in Paris. Let me just sit in the front row, not for a match, for the entire show. Those seats sometimes get traded out with the celebrities, okay? Let's not fake the funk here. Jelly Roll sat in that seat all night long.
Next to
Posty.
That's right.
Post Malone was there with him. He was almost like, hey, Posty, come with me. Let me show you how great this wrestling stuff is.
Posty didn't leave either.
No, not all night long. He was there during the post show. Maybe that's why they called it the post show. But, I mean, that's where you know you're a real fan. When it's like, this guy's an active WWE superstar. He's sitting in the front row. That's like if you're an announcer, say you host the Recap podcast, and you still, trust me when I tell you, if these PLEs are drivable, if they're domestic, and Megan Morant and Sam Roberts are there, you can find us on the floor.
Oh, we have to be on the floor.
Have to be on the floor.
That's the only place to watch the show if you're in attendance.
That's right. We're like the Jelly Roll and Post Malone of announcers.
Which one are you? I think I'm Post Malone because I'm definitely more talented.
Cooler, I think for sure. You look better in a cowboy hat.
Thank you.
That's for sure.
Thank you.
But so amazing to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll there. Amazing set, amazing everything. Starts with Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. Bronson Reed taking in that moment. A lot of people had a lot of conversations about Bronson going into this match and about how big the match was for him, win or lose. The fact that this is Roman Reigns' first premium live event singles match since WrestleMania 40.
He's had 4 matches this entire year.
4th match of the year, 2nd singles match only of the entire year, and it's with Bronson Reed. I would say the biggest match of Bronson Reed's career.
I think that's inarguable.
Roman, also the moment not lost on him, rolling up with the double Ulas. One for Afa, one for Sika. The Wild Samoans, shout out. But listen, early in the match, Roman caught him in that side headlock. Roman was in charge. There was one moment where he picked up Bronson Reed in that fireman's carry. Bronson Reed squashes him, comes down hard. And from that point on, it was just the Bronson Reed destroys your world show. Bronson Reed got so much offense in this match.
And I kept thinking, how the heck? I know it's Roman Reigns, but you just look at the size of Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
How is Roman going to pick this momentum back?
And he wasn't able to for a long time. I mean, it was a beatdown. There was one moment where he started to get the momentum back because Bronson Reed, I think he got ahead of himself a little bit, sort of falling in love with the whole Shula Fala thing.
Mm-hmm.
He saw that Roman Reigns had his custom Jordan 11.
Those are pretty nice,
I
too.
mean, are you kidding me? The black and reds?
Yeah, the red bottom. They're nice.
Jordan 11 custom-made wrestling boots. And he starts going for him, but he's not going to let it happen again. Roman kicks him off, starts to build this momentum again, and then Bronson's back on him. And it's like wild. I mean, you talk about making the most of your moment. Bronson did it. However, Roman was able to get the Samoan drop back off the ropes. He was able to spear him. Roman Reigns wins the match.
Which Bronson countered a Roman Reigns spear earlier in the match.
Yes, he
and that
did.
was a big moment for me where I thought, how is the OTC going to overcome just this size of Bronson Reed?
I mean, I think a lot of people were going like, yeah, this is a nice 10-minute match. Roman wins. And the reality is, it was 52 minutes after the first hour by the time everything was over. It was wild.
You pointed out to me as we were watching, you said, and that's the first hour of the show. I said, hour?
Yeah, because it flew by.
It did.
But that's the importance of having this story going into this match and the idea that we were fully invested in this idea that Bronson Reed had disrespected Roman Reigns like nobody else has disrespected Roman Reigns since Baron Corbin served him dog food. Like, this version of Roman Reigns has never been treated like that. So the idea that this isn't just Roman fighting a member of the Vision. This is Roman getting revenge against Bronson Reed. And also, you keep telling me Bronson Reed is the future. Show me. Let's see it. And I think that they did. Roman gets the win. And then all of a sudden...
Well, we had the moment when he gets his Shula Fala back, right?
Well, he doesn't just get it back. He's in there first. He's standing up on the table, right? And he's taking in the love. Then he gets off the table because he sees what's behind him. Paul Heyman is checking on Bronson Reed.
Well, for all of our listeners, Sam was getting very jealous.
Well, wait, we're not there yet.
Okay.
When I was getting jealous, but
I have to tell the listeners.
you have to address it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was embarrassing.
Well, because it wasn't embarrassing, because at all. As a matter of fact, I think it will actually make me come across very relatable. Roman approaches Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman's holding that Shula Fala, and he says, he's just looking at him. He's like, "Give me back my shoes." Paul Heyman's like, "I love you. I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. I love you, my tribal chief."
I imagine him being like, "Hey, dumbass, give me back my shoes," right?
Give me my shoes, dumbass.
Paul has the one up. He's like, "Oh, whatever you say, my tribal chief. You look like a dumbass." And honestly, he did look like a dumbass.
In that moment. It's a tough moment.
Yeah.
It's a tough
It's
moment.
not great.
Yeah, yeah. He gets the shoes. And then he chokes out Paul Heyman. And I'm like, what? He puts Paul Heyman in a guillotine. And I mean, like, really just rakes him back, shoulders popping, arm is popping, chest is popping. I'm like, go back to the shooting the front of Roman Reigns. These muscles are just going crazy.
He's been in the gym.
That's right. He's using all of them. This wasn't like okay, buddy, I'm going to teach you a lesson. This isn't like you put your like little brother in a chokehold. This is like, no, I'm going to choke the life out of you right now.
He has to because of what Paul Heyman did to him at WrestleMania.
And everything else since then.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the choice that you made, Paul. And this is what you get for it. Chokes him out, leaves him laying. He's got the Shula Fala now. Now he goes back to the table that he was on.
Oh, and Roman is having a great time.
And
He's taking in the crowd.
Give me a Sharpie. Someone give me a Sharpie.
Yeah, and Cole is searching everywhere. Wade Barrett's searching everywhere. Finally, Roman Reigns gets his Sharpie. And
They're clipping the laces. So they don't have to do the pesky knot, undoing the knots.
That's right. And he's autographing the shoe.
Ah.
And then he goes to throw the shoes into the crowd.
And I'm going to be in Paris right now.
You're losing your
To
mind.
be
You're
so
like,
lucky.
What, that's got to be on Fanatics. I got to bid on
Yeah,
that. What
where's-
the heck? You can't just give those away.
Where's Craig?
What are we doing?
Well, Schuster, get in there.
Craig, get the
Get the
shoes.
sneakers.
What's going on?
Right.
You were very upset.
And then all of a sudden,
Here comes Braun Breaker.
dude, out of nowhere, Braun spears Roman through the table, and it really was this like happy moment. And it's like, I forgot, we're wrestling fans. We can't have nice things.
Some poor French kid was about to get Roman Reigns' autographed shoes. One of one.
Well, I believe
And Braun Breaker ruined it.
I believe that he was able to get the two Jordan Bread mids out. I think that he got those two shoes out into the crowd. He threw them.
Yeah, and Craig Schuster is like
Trying to catch. I saw him in the audience. And then
he's tackling children.
That's right.
You can't have those.
That's right. And then I think as he was trying to get the Spizikes out there, that's when he got spizzered by Braun Breaker.
Maybe Craig sent Braun in. He was like,
Stop him! So Roman gets speared through the table. Crazy. Then starts to get obliterated as Roman is being helped back. I mean, dude, like, I just watched that movie, Superman, and, like, James Gunn wasted so much money on CGI. They should have just hired Braun Breaker. Because somehow, I've never seen it. I'm not the best physics student in the world, but I can't understand how this works. Maybe it was what's the Wizard of Oz sequel about the witch?
Wicked.
Maybe it was Wicked, because all of a sudden Braun Breaker just decided that it was time to start defying gravity. Braun Breaker jumps up in the air, and I feel like he's halfway down the aisle, and Braun just flies. He just floats through the air for seconds. He's flying through the air, and as Roman is getting helped back, boom, cuts him in half with this spear, and then they get him in the ring, and now he's getting tsunami'd.
I really need the internet to make a meme of that with the Defying Gravity soundtrack underneath.
Defying gravity. And then Jey Uso comes out. Jey Uso thinks that he's got the situation under control. Nope, he gets speared. He gets beaten up. Finally, they're leaving. They put Roman Reigns on this stretcher.
And here comes
Strapped in. And now helpless, Bronson Reed tsunamis him while he's strapped to this board. I mean, it was a hideous scene for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets carted out of Paris. I mean, this is it's one of those things, man, where it's like, did he beat Bronson Reed? I think so, because I didn't remember by the time it was all over.
But did he get his revenge on Bronson Reed?
I mean, he got his shoes back. By the end of it, it was like I forgot that we had
What
this.
good are the shoes if you can't walk?
That's a good point. You can't wear them laying down.
No, you can't. I mean, you could, but
You get the bed dirty.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I had forgotten we finally had this happy moment because, I mean, think about, you say, like, yeah, he's only had 4 matches this year. Royal Rumble, he lost.
Solo Sikoa, Netflix,
Solo Sikoa, Netflix, he won. Royal Rumble, he lost. WrestleMania, he lost.
SummerSlam, he had the tag match.
SummerSlam,
won.
His team won, but Jey Uso got the win.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking, this is the 5th match of the year. We're talking the first time that he can stand victorious and we can celebrate on his own since January. 9 months.
Yeah.
I could have gave birth to a child in that time. Well, somebody, not me personally, but you understand. Maybe that movie Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But the fact that we were robbed of that moment, we finally had that Roman Reigns, he won celebration moment. And then it's just over. Braun Breaker took it from us. And I mean, and now we're back to like, I don't even know how to shape the vision together. Back after this, is Becky Lynch full vision? Because if Becky Lynch is in the vision too, I think they just got a lot more dangerous. And Roman Reigns, look, Raw on Monday is going to be in Paris. I doubt Roman Reigns is going to be there.
Is Becky Lynch 1/2 of the World Heavyweight Champion?
It has been said before. I believe when Chelsea Green was 1/2 of the women's tag team champions, I believe that her husband was online claiming to be 1/2 of the WWE women's tag team champions. So I guess technically,
I think Becky is 1/2
of the world heavyweight champion, and Seth, half of the Intercontinental champion.
I don't know if I'd give that to him because he didn't exactly help during Becky's match. Not that Becky needed it.
It's through marriage.
You have to share everything with your spouse?
100%. Well, it depends. I doubt there's a prenup. You know what I mean? They're very much in love. You know what I mean?
And they looked in love.
Oh, very much in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look like newlyweds out there.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a wild, wild scene for sure. Coming out of this show and trying to pinpoint exactly like what the vision looks like in a world where they've taken out Roman Reigns. Becky Lynch is by Seth's side. We don't know what her connection to the rest of that group is, though.
Oh, well, now I'm thinking like Becky doesn't need the Vision's help, but the Vision needs Becky's help.
That's what she was there to provide tonight in Paris.
Yeah.
She wasn't there to be helped. She was there to help. Wild. Listen, we're going to get to all of it, as well as this John Cena match. I do want to tell you that there were so many moments. We were just talking about the moments and some of the T-shirts and stuff you can get. But, of course, we talk about this, I think, after every PLE. One of my favorite things is the Tops Now cards.
I'm going to have to get this one.
I don't know for sure. They haven't announced what they're doing from this show, but you've got to believe you're going to get the Seth and Becky if they do it.
Yes, I'm getting it.
Tops Now captures major milestones and viral moments from the biggest WWE events, as they always do before PLEs. Tops put out a short print Clash in Paris Roman Reigns poster card. So that we have now. You can go to Tops and get it. It's a trading card version of the Clash in Paris poster featuring Roman Reigns, all, arted up and everything. Collectors who buy the base card will also have the chance to receive rainbow foil short prints or even gold super short prints, limited to only 25 copies. But this card is only available until Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, so make sure that you go and you get it right now. As always, make sure that you're following @Tops on social and sign up for notifications on Tops.com for other big moment cards that you're going to get from Clash in Paris. And tune in to tomorrow's Raw Recap podcast for more info on other cards that you're going to be able to get, because I'm sure, you go through the moments tonight, Seth retaining with Becky by his side.
I got to get that card.
Major moment. What was the moment? Roman beating Braun Breaker or Roman getting taken out on a stretcher? both moments that happened tonight. John Cena had a huge moment that happened tonight. We're going to talk about it, but I'd like to welcome in our first guest here on the Clash in Paris recap show, all the way from Paris, somebody else who had a massive, massive moment within a Donnybrook, good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. We have our guest here with us, fresh off of his Donnybrook match victory. The one and only Rusev is here. And Rusev, I think when you returned to the WWE, there were a lot of people that were wondering what your mission was, what this new Rusev was going to look like, why you were back. And I think that nights like tonight would have to be why you came back to the WWE. Is that right?
No, tonight was forced upon me. Sheamus wanted that match. It was his stipulation. It was his favorite match in the arena full of cowards, his type of people. So I said before that this is your match and my hands are clean of what I'm about to do to you. Because what my mission was in the beginning was to help the kids. I've been there. I know how they feel. Sometimes you get complacent. You say at the same time you want to do something else. And I wanted to come and show them like, no, this is the place to be. And I wanted to give myself as an example. But Sheamus came and interrupted that. So he kind of broke my mission statement, what it was. And now my mission is changed because sometimes you got to beat up a grown man to set an example for the kids, because I'm here for the kids and nobody else.
What is it that you're trying to teach the kids? What was it that Sheamus...
Trying to teach them to follow their dream.
Yes.
I came from a country with nobody following their dream. It's almost illegal. It's a taboo to have a dream. I had a dream when I was 6 years old to go to America, become a professional wrestler, and be the best. And I did that. I came to America at 20 years old, worked 3 jobs, busted my ass to get on top, and here I am in WWE. So I can set example. I am the example, the living example for the kids.
So throughout the match, and I guess this would probably lead to why Sheamus interrupted that mission to begin with, Wade Barrett, who of course knows you and Sheamus both better than just about anybody, was talking about the true hatred that exists between the two of you, was talking on commentary about the fight that you guys were in the gorilla position before your WrestleMania match that he had to break up. Where does this like hatred between you and Sheamus kind of come from, and how far back did it go?
Well, it did start back from the League of Nations. He was a selfish guy. He keeps being a selfish. People say he changed. People say, come back. You know, Sheamus has changed. He's a new guy. He's not what he used to. And I'm right. And they're right. I came back and saw Sheamus. He's even a bigger dumbass than before. Oh. So you're right. He did change, but not for the good. He's a selfish man. He started as a selfish man. And that's how everything broke for the League of Nations. We are 4 former champions, different kind of champions, US champion, world champion, intercontinental champion. And Sheamus put his ego first, and that's why we ended up where we were. And that's why the animosity is from there. It's nothing else. You can say it was professional, but then it turned into a personal, because here I am. I haven't seen my best friend, so say, in 5 years, and his welcome back was in the middle of the ring, challenging me to a fight. That's not a good friend now, is it?
Well, I guess not. I mean, I from one perspective, just to play devil's advocate here, you could say that maybe it was in
that movie, but go ahead.
Okay, I mean, you know, I think there are mixed reviews. I didn't mind it, but I think that he could have maybe meant it in the spirit of competition. You're both professional wrestlers. You're both there to prove who's the best. What could be a better display of that than going at it? We've seen it all the time in the history of WWE.
Do you air your dirty laundry in front of the people, or do you go backstage and you say, hey, Rusev, I don't like what you're doing. I'm best friend. I've been here for a long time. We've been together, but maybe there's a different way of doing it. He didn't do that. The first time I saw him was in the middle of that ring, him trying to challenge me to a fight. That's not a good friend, like I said. I am not that kind of friend. I'm a friend that says everything to your face, not in front of everybody. That's just the melodramatic that Sheamus is. And I'm not that kind of man. I'm a straight up man that I can do my business backstage, not in front of the people.
Rusev, it was only, I believe, the second time that Sheamus has ever tapped out of any match that he's been in WWE. Does that make the victory even more satisfying, that it was Sheamus's stipulation in a place where Sheamus has the crowd and you were able to make him tap out?
See, this also goes back. I'm very proud that he tapped out, because when I beat him before for the US title back in 2014, I believe, he didn't tap out. He passed out. And then he went out there on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, said, hashtag never tapped out. Well, maybe we should go back in time and change that now, Sheamus. Maybe you're getting older. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're getting wiser. Who knows? Maybe I beat you up too much and you couldn't handle it anymore. But the fact remains is I said I'm going to win and I did win because I love winning and hate losing. At the end of the day, I hate losing more than winning, and that's why I'm willing to put my body through anything, just not to lose. And that's why I accepted this match. I've never been to a match like this. This is the most brutal match I've ever been to. My body's hurting, my mind is hurting, everything hurts from top to bottom, but I am victorious, and I'm thankful to God for that.
Well, and I was going to ask you that question about this specific type of match, and like you said, this is Sheamus's match. We've seen him in matches like this against a variety of people, against people like Pete Dunne, against people like Gunther, against people like Drew McIntyre. For you to walk into this thing, and it seems like Sheamus genuinely enjoys this kind of specifically hard-hitting, violent match that leaves, I mean, win or lose, a physical toll on you. That is not something that you enjoy. You said you love to win. Does the process of getting the win through that kind of brutality, through feeling that kind of physical force on you, do you enjoy that, or are you leaving this behind?
I enjoy the victory. That's all I enjoy. I
I
don't
see.
care. Like I said, I'm willing to put my body through anything. I have sacrificed my body, moved away from my family, slept in all kinds of tents, taxis, streets, anything to make it. And because it doesn't matter, man. When you have a goal, you just got to follow that goal. My goal was to win. Don't matter the pain, don't matter the consequences. But here we are. Once again, I am victorious. Tomorrow, will I be hurting? Yes. Will I be able to walk away straight? I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. But as long as I can keep my hand raised, look myself in the mirror and said, if you did everything and you won, that's all it matters. The win, the win, the win, and also the win.
Now, we talk about the win, but you also talk about your motivation and this idea that you want to be an inspiration, that you want to show the kids what is capable when you go through your dream accept. And I think I noticed a look on your face at the end of the match when you realized that even though you had won the match and you had won it, like you said, via tap out, the best way you could possibly win a match, the crowd was still not on your side. The crowd was still on Sheamus's side. It seemed like the crowd was disappointed that Sheamus had lost the match. When you're there with this goal of yours that you say is pure and for them, how does it affect you when the audience is not on your side?
These people don't count. They're French. They're cowards.
I see.
They don't care. I don't care about them. They're not Americans. They're not Bulgarians. They're a bunch of French people that used to surrender. I don't care what they think. I was expecting them to boo me. I was expecting them to be what they are. They did not surprise me by anything.
What do you think? Are we done with Sheamus after this? Do you feel like the point has been proven, or do we feel like this is going to be, and this has been in the history of both you and Sheamus, there are these rivalries that seem to follow both of you. Do you think that this is a forever thing, or do you think that the statement has been made, there's a period at the end of the sentence, you're done with Sheamus?
In my mind, I'm done.
Mm.
We fought once, we fought twice. This is the third time. We said we're gonna live it all out there, and I believe we did. We went through tables, we beat each other with chairs, with sticks, with anything and everything. And the most important thing is that Sheamus tapped out. Like you said, he doesn't do that. So for him to tap out, I think that he had enough.
How big of a deal is it for you to get on a premium live event at this stage in the game, especially an international one, right? Is that something that occurs to you? I feel like right now in WWE, and you've seen all versions of it. You've been here when premium live events had many matches on them, and it was still a privilege to be on one. But now I feel like that space is more limited than maybe it ever has been, at least in modern WWE. And something about this Sheamus-Rusev rivalry found its way to the only place that we can culminate this is a PLE like clash in Paris. Is there something rewarding about the fact that this story needs to be culminated in a place like this?
I feel like it was necessary. We tried it once on Raw, we tried it twice on Raw, we tried it one more time with the DQ. So it was just, there was no other way. Clearly, they couldn't separate us in the back. They couldn't separate us in the match. So I believe it was due for a big PLE. And France was a great. Even though the people were terrible and they're callous, like I said, they filled up the arena, packed to the gills. Most likely, most sold ever. They were chanting the entire time. They had fun and I won at the end of the day. And I used to be on every single PLE back in the day without skipping one, winning through everybody. I beat John Cena, I beat Big Show, I beat Sheamus, I beaten anybody and anybody. I beat Randy, I beat everybody that was under the sun. And so I was kind of getting used to, because I was trained machine. I was trained winner machine. I didn't lose for the first year. I was a professional wrestler. Let me not remind you that. So for me, winning is it's normal. For me, being on a PLE, it's normal. But yes, when I look around myself, I look around the card. I see John Cena, I see Seth Rollins, I see all these other guys, all the top guys, so cold. But I belong there, man. I'm more aggressive than them. I'm bigger than them. I'm stronger than them. I'm the super athlete, so I do belong in every single PLE, just like they.
And you also belong, because I was just looking at my calendar, and it turns out, I don't know if you knew this, Sam, but it is Rusev Day.
Ha, ha. That's a great recall. That's a great recall. We had a great time with Rusev Day back in the day. These people clearly in France, they still thinking it's 2018 because they were chanting Rusev Day. Bro, wake up. It's 2025. I am Rusev. I'm here to dominate. There's no such thing as Rusev Day. I'm a killer machine. I'm the Brute. The Brute is back. The winning machine is back. There's no Rusev Day. And the only celebration that I'm going to do is be me. You don't get to celebrate my day. And when I say I'm going to celebrate my day, when I say it's for you, okay for you to celebrate my day, I'm going to give you the cue. But until then, just know your place.
At what point did you realize this was the path that you needed to take, right? Because you're right. In the beginning of your time in the WWE, you were a winning machine, and you were serious, and you were aggressive, and you were tearing people apart. And then at some point you started to have a good time, but that also meant that the wins weren't coming like they were coming before. At what point did you realize that a mistake was made there and that you need to get serious again?
I just let my guard down for a little bit. And that's what I said. The Rusev Day was great. I got a little complacent. I started having fun with the people. They started having fun with me. But it didn't work. Really, having fun with the people does not get you victories. Hard work, hitting somebody hard, that gets you the victory. And that's what I wanted to say. Like I said, because I see a lot of kids in this arena, in the arena, in the locker room. They're doing the same thing I did with the Rusev Day, and that's a mistake. You cannot take your eyes off the prize. You got to stay in there. You got to be aggressive. You got to fight every day. You got to show up in that locker room and fight like your life depends on it. Once you lose that, you lose yourself.
So now that you're done with Sheamus, what is your goal in terms of getting back on track with what your original intention was and coming back to WWE? What do you feel like is next for you in terms of, obviously you want to be a model to youth and to people around you. Obviously it seems like your mission in spreading this the thing about follow your dreams is to display how one can do it. But do you look at people who are maybe doing it in a way that you think is incorrect and target them? What's next? How do you get the train back on the track?
Nothing incorrect that I do. We all agreed that we're professional wrestlers. We're going to meet in their ring and we're going to duke it out.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry that I hit harder than you. I slam harder than you. I run faster and I jump fast. That's what athletes do. And if you can if you can hang with me, that I'm not going to apologize. I'm just going to take advantage of you and I'm going to beat you up. Gone are the days when it used to be, oh, he's a nice guy. Maybe I should give him a pass. Maybe I should give him a break. No. Everybody goes under. Everybody's going to get bent backwards in an accolade. Everybody's going to get submitted until I raise my hand as a world heavyweight champion, because that's my dream. To take the world heavyweight champion, take it back home to Bulgaria, show to the kids what we can do. When you have a dream, that you can go out there and achieve everything. That's what I want to do.
There it is.
World Heavyweight Championship.
That's the dream. That's what I think people were looking for. I think that's the mission statement that has been made very, very clear. Rusev, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Big thanks to Rusev. He did not like your question.
No,
he did not.
It's not Rusev Day.
No, he's serious Rusev now. And honestly, listen, good. He didn't win a lot. Rusev Day is this thing that everybody was like, oh, it's so fun because we all said it.
Yeah.
But that was it. When he was the other Rusev, he drove into WrestleMania in a tank. Okay? What would you rather do? Have everybody memeing out or drive into WrestleMania in a tank? You've been to WrestleMania before, right?
It's the best.
Can you imagine showing up in a tank?
pretty cool.
That's the Rusev.
It did scare me a little bit. I know he's all the way over in Paris, but I was like, it's Rusev Day, haha. And he's like, oh, good one. Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
Excellent recall. It's like, okay.
Okay.
He's like, oh, Maria did. And see, like, that was scary enough that I didn't even do the, like, throw Megan under the bus game. I was like, we got to get this train back on the tracks. I'm very, very nervous.
It was a little scary.
And plus, Rusev doesn't seem like the type that forgets anything. The fact
No,
that, like,
he's
there's,
gonna
like...
remember. I'm a little nervous for next time we're on the road.
Yeah, maybe we stay in the basement for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
think
It's probably
so.
better. I don't know if you saw. I posted a clip of this is again why we should stay in the basement. I posted a clip of why I wanted Roman Reigns to win at Clash in Paris.
What happened?
Bronson Reed left a comment on it on my Instagram account.
Shoot. What did it say?
He said, it said something to the effect of, I wish you had said this to my face. Wait till I see you again. I'm taking your shoes. I swear to God, it's what it said. And I was like, I'm staying in the basement.
Did you tell your mom? She told you can't
No,
lose
she's
another
going to be
pair.
furious. She'll be furious.
Oh,
No
God.
way
Yeah,
I
you
can't
have
tell
to
my
stay in the
mom.
basement.
No, yeah.
And
well,
next time, don't wear your best shoes just in case.
yeah. I got to pull a Roman and show up in the Spizikes or
That's
something like
right.
that.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be very busy anyway because the Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool is live now.
Oh, it's your season.
Live. I love it. It's in the Fanatics app. The rules are simple. Megan, you know all about it. Join the pool. Pick one NFL team to win each week. If your pick wins, you move on. If they lose, you're out. Last fans standing. Win it all. Here are the prize details, okay? Pot starts at $1 million. $1 million. But it's already growing. For every player that joins the pool, Fanatics is adding $1 to the pot. Up to $10 million. That's a guaranteed cash prize of over $1 million. The more people that play, the bigger the prize. So share and get your friends to join. Download the Fanatics app. Join the NFL Survivor Pool and get your pick in before September 8th. Last fan standing, win it all. I'll see you and you on the leaderboard. Speaking of fans, we got to shout out the fans in Paris. One time big.
They're great.
Huge.
Happy to see the Belgium kid made his way to Paris too.
How about the Belgium kid in the high roller seats too?
Look at him. Two shows in a row.
Yeah,
I
those
was
are the
glad this time. Last time he got all of the footage from SmackDown on his phone. This time, no phone.
no phone.
Which to me, a little bit better.
But did you see that WWE social geniuses that they are actually got the Belgium kid to give them their footage?
They had to at that point.
And
right?
they posted it.
Oh, he was so excited. I'm very happy for the Belgium kid. That's probably the number 2 storyline coming out of Clash for me.
That John Cena and the Belgium kid are back on good terms?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you had said about this John Cena match that it had to slap.
That's right. And that's because I'm 19 years old.
Did it slap?
It slapped. And I know because I'm 19. Yes. But I mean, listen, what am I going to sue you for slander? I believe I said that.
You did. You said this match between Logan Paul and John Cena needs to slap.
Well, I think, have you seen the 30 for 30 Michael Jordan doc, The Last Dance?
Yes.
Okay. I think that somebody went to, because from, I would say, post-Elimination Chamber up to SummerSlam,
Okay.
there were many voices saying John's slow. John has lost a step. John's not going to be able to pull off these matches. Even some of the big brain internet analysts.
So you think they showed him the iPad footage?
Well, I think even the big brain internet analysts were going like, look, what do you expect from John Cena at this age? It's actually pretty good for him at this age. And then I think John Cena did. I think he took the iPad. He was watching all these people talk. And you know what he did?
He took that personally.
Yes, he did. He took that personally. Yes, as a matter of fact, he absolutely took that personally. And he
I
was
hope
like,
he was sitting in a nice, comfy living room too, sipping on some scotch,
right, or like
taking it personally.
Did you see that video of how much he enjoys his coffee?
Yes.
I mean, probably whatever they call it, whatever. I don't know. I get Dunkin' Donuts.
He prioritizes the coffee.
Right, as opposed to places that prioritize the food. It's like, But, and he's from West Newbury. He probably has some love for Dunkin' in his heart too.
Has to.
It's
right.
it's ingrained.
I mean, that's part of being born and bred in Massachusetts.
That's right. But I do. I think he took it personally.
He's like, guy, I need a medium hot regular. That's who he really is. That's who West Newbury John Cena is.
Right. You know who John Cena really is? He's the guy we saw tonight.
Yes.
He's the guy that's like, okay, guys, okay. All right. If you think, if I am going to be the guy that you want, I'm going to be the guy that gets cheered. I'm going to be the John Cena that you want to say goodbye to, because I think that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
We want to ride with John on this farewell tour. Regardless of the complicated history that the audience and John Cena have had, we want to ride with him right now. And I think John has not only decided to take that on, but he's like, I'm going to give you something to cheer for. I'm going to prove all of you wrong, because I took it personally. And I'm going to give you these matches that are like insane. You had this insane SummerSlam match with Cody Rhodes. And now you've got this match with Logan Paul. And for both John Cena and Logan Paul's sake, yes, this had to be it had to be excellent.
And it was excellent.
Yeah, you know, there was this match during the pandemic between Edge and Randy Orton, the greatest wrestling match of all time. And people, you know, you even say the title of it, and people go, yeah, we try not to remember that, because it's a ridiculous name for a match. But in reality, what the match was, it's one of my favorite matches of that era, because what they turned that match into was not this just like one-on-one match that it was like, okay, well, it has to just be the best thing that's ever happened. Instead, it was, let's pay tribute to everything we love about professional wrestling. And I felt tonight at Clash in Paris, there was a lot of that went into this match with John Cena and Logan Paul. A lot of winks, a lot of nods. I feel like I want to watch the match again. I feel like the longer you stare at it,
you'll pick up on more and more things.
it's like a magic eye.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see a schooner. Somebody else says it's a sailboat. I say a schooner is a sailboat. Idiot.
It was a work of art.
Right.
And what better place than in Paris?
Paris.
I mean, for John Cena hitting a code red. John Cena hitting a Styles Clash.
Styles Clash, and everybody got it. How about, and you thought something was going on, right? When Logan Paul hit that uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, European uppercut? I don't think I've seen that many European uppercuts from Logan Paul. And Michael Cole was the first to point it out as Cesaro-like European uppercut. I go, huh. And then he hits a zigzag. And I go, what did he just hit? And Wade Barrett acknowledged the fact that it was indeed a zigzag. And I go, okay, we're starting to, these are names that have been a part of John Cena's past.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not only are we having these matches to say farewell to John Cena, but we're seeing the zigzag, the European uppercut, the code red, the Styles Clash. And it's like, yeah, because we're not going to get to see every match that we want to see.
No, and that got me thinking, right? He hits the Styles Clash. I was like, oh, I would love to see Cena and AJ Styles. Will we get Cena and AJ Styles? I don't know.
Right.
We only have 3 months left, but it was
and
awesome
even
to see,
less appearances. We have 3 months left. We have, what, 10 appearances? Is that right?
Something like that.
Something like that, you know? And yeah, there aren't that many matches left, but we still, you know, are getting this ride of and it almost makes you emotional as it's happening, because you're like, yeah, that's him, that's the guy, and you're going through all these rivalries and these classic moments that John Cena has had, but then you're looking at a guy like Logan Paul who's sitting there in the ring, and I don't know how long that match was, but it was a nice, lengthy match, and Logan Paul was right there with the greatest of all time, going toe-to-toe, and that's the thing about Logan Paul. It's like, man, you know, you can say, well, you could teach as many tricks as you want to teach, but to have a match that good with John Cena, who's, by the way, not going to accept anything but up here. You heard him on SmackDown. He's in the, as we talked about with Big E, disappointed dad mode, where he's expecting excellence. He's as a good guy way as possible. He's the toxic baseball parent version of John Cena right now.
But you love him.
But you love him because he is going to get greatness out of you.
He demands excellence from everybody.
That's right.
And brings the best out of people.
And only because he's going to put just as much, if not more, work in.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying what I want out of you is what I put in. Just match it. And it becomes impossible because John Cena remembered he's the guy that works the hardest in the room.
First one in, last one out.
That's it. That John Cena is back. That's the John Cena that we got at Clash in Paris. And you know what I loved? Even from Logan Paul? Because Logan Paul was great in this match. I love that win or lose, no shenanigans.
No.
No brass knuckles. No manager at ringside. No podcast co-host jumping over the guardrail. No selfie stick. No nothing.
No drone holding the drone.
That's it. Just a wrestling match. Just John Cena's a good guy. Logan Paul's a bad guy. Top of their game. Let's have if you're going to be a top bad guy in this company, show it to me. It's almost like one of the things that makes Logan Paul a bad guy is that he keeps insisting that he's a full-time wrestler. I love it. I got it. I love it. Excellent. Now you're going to have to show me that you have what it takes to be that top bad guy. Who's the other top bad guy? Seth Rollins. Put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre. Put in that work. Those guys who are excellent, who are top of their level, and that's why they can perform at the level that they do. That's the level that you have to be on if you want to be in these positions. Because Logan Paul, like the idea of, oh, this is wild, Logan Paul's in a wrestling match, that's over.
It is over. I mean, this is his 24th match? 23rd.
I think
Cena said he's
been 23. So, yeah, 23rd, 24th match.
Yeah, 23rd, 24th. You know, Logan Paul gets a lot of hate, and I get it. He is an outsider, and he
would object to that.
He would object to that. But I understand why a lot of people have hate for Logan Paul, but Logan Paul delivers in every match that he's in.
Unfortunately, he
every
does.
single match he's in.
Unfortunately, true.
He delivers. Also, Logan Paul doesn't need to be in WWE.
Well,
he loves this.
Maybe.
He
loves
this.
John Cena objected to that.
He did object to it with
John
the influencer list.
John Cena pointed out that maybe he does need to be in WWE more than he's letting on, and that's up for debate. And I love that that's a debate, right? But, I mean, yeah, I never buy into that anyway. He doesn't need to be, because from where I stand, and maybe nobody else, maybe other people, so I know not nobody else, but from where I stand, WWE, professional wrestling, is literally the highest art form that you can be involved with. So the idea that there's anybody in the world that's like, well, I don't need to be here. Yeah, you do, bro. If you're not an awesome wrestler, but you're awesome at something else, it's still not as good as being an awesome wrestler.
And you talk about the highest art form, and then you take this match, and the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. How is wrestling the highest art form? Check out John Cena and Logan Paul. And you're right. And kudos to both.
And we're both going to have to watch it again because there were certainly
yes
different nods that we missed.
Easter eggs. And the Belgium kid sitting in the whale section. The high rollers.
What a year for that kid.
I mean, unbelievable.
We gotta have him on.
He was sitting in the executives.
Can we get him on?
That's where they put the executives when they want to impress him. I mean, he was like 3 seats away from John Cena's wife.
Good for him.
For a second, I thought it was his mom. I was like, oh, no, John. And I was like, oh, okay, thank God. Thank God.
John Cena adopts him.
That's right. That's right. Shout out, by the way, to Clash in Paris for beating Taylor Swift's gate. I don't know if I would have mentioned that on television because I don't want the Swifties coming after it, but it was just said on television.
I mean, you can't really knock Taylor after the week she had, right?
Yeah, she had a great week.
But honestly, Tay, time to stop celebrating and get back to work. You got records to break.
Yeah, you got a gate to break.
Come on, let's go.
Let's see if you can do it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Taylor's an underdog.
She is. She is. She
doesn't need to be in WWE.
Yeah, she does. 100% she does. That's foolish to say. Elsewhere, we had the Wyatt Six retaining against the Street Profits. The Street Profits, I think, not in a good spot.
No, I saw a tweet from Angelo Dawkins. He doesn't seem too happy. Dawkins, I think it was like, I only can take so much.
Well, listen, he and Montez not on the same page. At one point, B-Fab was distracting the referee. I mean, it was not good, but they didn't win. The Wyatts won.
The Wyatts are on the same page.
Well, Bo Dallas said on SmackDown, we'll see who your real family is because you're fighting people who are real family. And I guess we saw. And then, I mean, as much as we talked about Becky Lynch already because of the end, match with Nikki Bella. Let's just leave it at this. When you're ranking the slickest finishes of the year, where would you rank Becky's victory over Nikki on the scale of slickness?
Slick finishes for Becky Lynch. I gotta say, today's victory over Nikki Bella, it's easily top 3 slickest finishes of the year.
Wow.
And it ain't 3.
Wow. Wow.
It ain't 3.
That's huge for Becky. And how about, I don't know if Wade Barrett just thought of this or if it's the real name, the linchpin.
I love it.
Love it. You got to love it. I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Vision and for Seth and for Becky and for everybody else involved, for Roman, for Jay, where it's all going. The only place we're going to find out is Monday Night Raw, and we will recap it right here. Don't forget, if you're listening to this on Apple or Spotify or wherever you are, subscribe to the podcast right now. If you're on YouTube, on WWE's YouTube channel, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to audio feeds, and catch us tomorrow when we are back for the Raw recap